What's up, YouTube? Zesto Elemento here with another Thrustmaster T300 RS video settings. This video is also going to be good for those of you on Xbox One using the Thrustmaster TX as well. The only difference is the degrees of rotation you guys are going to have set up. Now, I got these settings from Facebook, Thrustmaster's Facebook page and whatnot on there. And what they have, the settings on there are great out of the gate. It feels great for me right now out of the gate. Everything's working well. It's just a matter of getting used to the game now and just mastering the turns and all the rally lingo and everything with the clutch and the handbrake on all the hairpins and stuff and whatnot. But anyhow, guys, let's get right to the video. First off, let me tell you the difference between the TX and the T300. What's going to be set difference is degrees of rotation. On the TX, you guys are going to be on 900 degrees of rotation, and on the Thrustmaster T300, you're going to be at 1080. Yes, 1080. We get to use all of the wheel. Now, let's go into our game here and whatnot, and we'll get started under the, oh wow, loaded. Let's get in through here, sign it in the race net. All right. First, you're going to go to options and extras, and you're going to go into controls. The very first thing you're going to do is choose present and go into Thrustmaster. Yes, and you're going to click X on that. Are you sure? Do I want to overwrite this? Yeah, sure. Why not? For the sake of the video. All right. Advanced wheel settings. Now, under advanced wheel settings here, I got my stuff set, you know, 0, 100. Now, most of these, I believe I left on default and whatnot, but still go through it, check again, go along with the video. 0% for steering dead zone, 100% for steering saturation, steering linearity, 0, throttle dead zone, 0, throttle saturation, 100, brake dead zone, 0, brake saturation, 100, clutch dead zone at 20, clutch saturation at 60. Your soft lock, this is one thing I did have to change, I remember. You have to turn that on, and your center steering is on. And then you're going to go into calibrate device. Make sure on your mode there, it's 5 flashes for 1080 on the T300 and 4 flashes on the TX for 900 degrees of rotation. Obviously, we're going to turn it all the way here. Press X. Then here, we're going to put it at a 90-degree angle at 1080 there. And then here, I got the T3 PA pedals right now, but I don't have my THAA shifter hooked up at the moment because I gotta kind of find a little rig or a mount for it. But you're gonna press down on here, and yeah, this is my on the brake here. I have the brake brake mod on here to add progression, so when I slam on the brakes, it isn't all the way at 100. I can just keep pushing down more and more if I have to. And then clutch. There's my clutch. I'm gonna apply, and this is where you test the settings. As you can see, everything works like music. There we go. Apply settings. Now, next we're gonna go to vibration and feedback. Now, we're gonna, vibration and feedback, make sure to have that on. Now, self-aligning torque, this is probably the most important of them all. Now, if you wanna tweak your settings afterwards, maybe the first place to start would be this one. This is the most important setting. This is the one setting that changes everything on your controls and whatnot. It just absolutely changes everything. And it's the one thing that's going to be, at least in this video, a universal setting. It's the most important one of them all. Anyhow, I have it at, Thrustmaster has it at 125%. That's what they recommend on their Facebook page. That's where I have it, and it's working wonderfully for me. Wheel friction 15%. And then 150% on tire friction, suspension, tire slip, engine, and collision, and soft lock. And then steering center force is at 100. Now, for those of you on the Thrustmaster T500 and Thrustmaster T150, these settings are going to be a little bit different and whatnot. Matter of fact, I got the Facebook page open. Let me tell you guys what your the main thing that's going to be different is your self-aligning torque. And, ooh, by the way, TX people, your self-aligning torque is going to be at 77%. That's the other difference. But that's the only other difference, though. It's besides the degrees of rotation. So TX people, self-aligning torque is going to be at 77%, while on T300 RS is 125. T500 RS is at 95%, and the T150, oh, it's going to be like the T300 at 125%, except for everything that's set at 150 on the T300 is set at 100 for the T150. And then collision is also different at 125% for the T150. But anyhow, back to T300. This is what you should have on your T300, and on your TX, make sure this is at 77%, the self-aligning torque. All right, and then now to button configuration here. For those of you that are not using or haven't bought yet the THAA shifter, you're gonna want to set your handbrake, change your handbrake up. Like me, I don't know why it's at circle, but I put the handbrake on R2 and put the camera on circle. It's right where my thumb can reach it, obviously. It's really, really nice. And those of you that do have THAA shifter that has 1 to 3 of them, because you can use your THAA shifter as a handbrake if you want. Now, if you have only one shifter, I suggest using it in sequential mode for shifting for this game. I believe that's the easiest. I do have one right here and whatnot, but I believe that's the easiest. Right now I'm using the paddle shifters for shifting, and sometimes that could be a pain in the ass in the middle of a turn, and you gotta shift down and make the car turn and whatnot. So especially on hairpins, if you have to do so more and you want to keep up your speed and everything and whatnot, and also even using the clutch in the middle of those turns, major help. But yeah, you're gonna want to, if you have only one shifter, I suggest using it in sequential mode. The handbrake on R2 is easy enough. And then down here you got for people that want to be in the cockpit view, you got your window wipers and your headlights. I put this like, there we go, like so and whatnot. And then your seat adjustments, I suggest maybe setting that up with the D-pad. Me, I play for the hood view. We're on console, we're playing on a TV screen. I'm playing on a 4K smart TV, Samsung. Is easiest from the hood view. Now, most people that do it from the cockpit view, I think on the PC, be using like that Oculus Rift, or they be using the 3 monitor screens, so they're actually able to look side to side from the cockpit view and whatnot. So yeah, and yeah, you can change your seat in the cockpit view. That's a very nice feature this game has and whatnot. And then let me go into one last thing, my preferences. Do I have my preferences on here? Let me go to profile, maybe it's in there. Yeah, game preferences. Yeah, I'm using manual sequential because I'm using the paddle shifters right now at the moment. This clutch override, you're gonna want to turn that on if you have your T3 PA pedals, even if you're not really using manual with manual plus clutch or whatnot. As you can see, they have all these semi-automatic. I'm gonna stick to manual sequential for now. I'll try all that later. ABS, they had this at default at 5. I might turn this down to 0 maybe, but right now everything's working good. You're gonna want your traction control and stability control off, because you're going to want that oversteer in a rally racing game. Traction control and stability control is just gonna slow you down and make it harder for you for this game. They're good for other racing games where you're racing on just pavement at times, but rally racing game, you really don't want that. And yeah, camera shake 100%. I got all these, but yeah, this is my preferences and whatnot for right now. But anyhow, this is it for the video, guys. If you have any questions, feel free to ask in the comments. And if you have any suggestions or comments on the steering wheel settings and whatnot, maybe you guys found some decent settings for yourselves, feel free to share them. Put them in the comment section. Share what you got, what you're using. And if you're using any of the other Thrustmaster steering wheels and you're using certain settings, feel free to put them down in the comments. Help your fellow gamers out. We all pay $100, $200, $300, some up to $400, $450 for these steering wheels and whatnot. Help your fellow gamer out that just want to have fun in the game, and they need some settings just that are good out of the gate. The best thing I can suggest to you all, for anybody else with other steering wheels, especially Thrustmaster steering wheels, go on Facebook, look at Thrustmaster's Facebook page. They got all the settings listed on there for their 3 to 4 wheels that they got and whatnot. And maybe Logitech, I would have to look at their Facebook page or something, or their forums. Logitech, I'm pretty sure they got something. I don't know if it's going to be the same for Logitech or not. I mean, the closest settings for Logitech steering wheel, I would think, would be from the TX, Thrustmaster TX, since it's up to 900 degrees of rotation, like the Logitech 329 and 3920. But yeah, this is what I found to work great in this game, and I'm enjoying it. I'm gonna post a couple gameplay videos so you guys can see how I'm doing out of the gate with these settings and whatnot. Thank you all for watching. Y'all have a blessed day. Thank you for watching this video and whatnot. So anyhow, peace out. Zesto Elemental is out.